Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Renee here with Luminous, coming to you live to talk about everything airbrush. We're going to start at the very beginning of opening up your new airbrush system and getting started, because that honestly is absolutely the hardest part. So isn't that really exciting to know that that's just the hardest part? So let's get started. And just at the bottom of our little ticker here is just telling you everything that you need to know about all of our lives. And when we go live, me and myself, Renee here, makeup artist with Luminous, and we also have Heather, who is another makeup artist with Luminous, will also be going live with us 5 times a day, 5 times a week. So stay tuned. We've got lots of stuff to teach you. Good morning, Amber. Welcome, and thank you for joining us. Good morning, Tamberly. It's so exciting to see everyone here. If you're new or you're just joining us for the first time, or you've been here before, say hey. I want to say hi back to you. If you have not yet liked or subscribed our channel, please go ahead and do so and set those notifications, because you don't want to miss a thing. All right. Oh, hey, Patty. Hey, Candy. Good morning. Good morning. So excited that everybody is here. So, all right. Let's chat. First and foremost, let's talk about airbrushing. So it's something that's totally different from traditional makeup applications. So what the airbrush system does is it gently disperses makeup through air. So it takes all of that out and just sprays and gently distributes that makeup all over your skin. It could be actually so many things. It doesn't have to be just makeup. We're going to demonstrate a few things like tanning tonic, and we're going to do blush. We're going to do a final seal. So many things. So this is our system here. So we have 3 different systems. This one is our Legend system. But let's talk about the most important part of your system here. So this is the stylus. The stylus is the everything to your system. This is where your product is delivered. You hold the product like this. You hold the stylus like this. You put the products in here. We include a little spill-proof cap. Here we go. And then we take the trigger here, and that releases our product. Okay, so that is the anatomy of your stylus. It is super, super simple. So let's get going with first things first. I always clip my hair up. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Chris. I only get to see you live on Monday when I'm off, so let's do airbrush eyes. You know what? I think we could do that, Chris. I think we can do that. All right, let me clip my hair back. I'm so excited to be here. I love Monday mornings. I started off my Monday so amazing. How was your weekend? I want to hear from you guys. Hi, Gabby. Welcome. Okay. I'm so excited. All right. Let's get started. First things first, let's go through. I'm going to pop over here and grab some tips for you. Okay, first things first, get used to the feeling. So air will be coming out of your stylus immediately. As soon as you push that button, one button touch. As soon as you push that button, the air is coming out. You can use air, or you can even try it with water if you want to get a feel of it. You want to keep your stylus moving. So if it's always moving, the product is evenly dispersed. You want to stay 4-finger width from your skin, and you want to gently pull back on your trigger. So let's try a demo here and show you exactly why we do that. So I'm going to use a color that is not my color, and I'm okay with that because it's definitely a demonstration. And Amber, yes, everything comes assembled. That's what's so great. Oh, Chris, you're in Florida too? Awesome. That's what makes this so great. Everything comes assembled. You don't have to put it together. The only thing you have to do is take this little plug it in, turn it on. I love that it comes assembled. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to read an instruction manual of how to get this thing going together. All you have to do is tune into us and we will get you started. I promise. Went riding. Okay, what kind of riding? I'm assuming. Oh, Tamberly, you came for the epic 4 o'clock on Friday. What kind of riding, Chris? Oh, Candy, I'm so happy that you had a great morning. I mean, a great weekend. Oh my gosh, I had a great weekend too. I was so busy. Guys, I've been baking up a storm. So my neighbors are the cutest. And so my dog and I, Blush, we take the dog, Blush and I go around to the neighborhood and we drop off cakes and brownies to all the neighbors. We wipe everything down and don't worry, we're socially distant. But we are definitely dropping off. We're like the cake fairies in the neighborhood. I love it. Candy, I did not get your pics, but I will double check my email. And just thank you for that reminder, because I do want to pop up my email address here. If you would like to send us, myself, we also have Heather. If you'd like to send us your questions, if we miss anything, or we want to talk about something a little bit more in depth, please send us an email. We'd love to talk to you. But let's get started and talk about why we suggest the things that we suggest. Let me move this over a little bit. Let me take my name down. There we go. Why we suggest the things that we suggest, because we're going to do a quick demo. So we're getting used to it. We're keeping the stylus moving. We're staying 4 finger widths from our hand. So you see, and this is shade number 110 in the Silk Foundation. So I'm going to just gently pull back on that trigger and keep my stylus moving. And that is 1 pass. So as I continue to pass over the skin, that's where we get the coverage. Okay, so what happens if we don't? Say we just stay in one spot. So see how this side looks dry and that side looks wet? Or what if we open that trigger up too much? Again, too much product, too wet. So you can see this is why the Airbrush has a completely unique delivery system, because it allows you to evenly distribute the product. I mean, it's just absolutely, so if I open up too much, see how wet the product is? So when you're doing your makeup should not feel wet. It shouldn't. All right. Morning, Nancy. Oh, great, Amber. So happy you had a wonderful weekend. Tried the brow kit and it was a disaster. Why was it a disaster, Chris? May the face be with you. Stop it. That is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay. You know what? Let's get cracking. Let's do some makeup. I want to get a little tan on. So I'm going to use our new tanning tonic airbrush solution. Now, what I love about this is that I can get a little tan on right before I do my makeup. Now, I want to show you this. I don't open the whole thing. I know it might be hard to see because it's reflective in foil. I just put a little dot in there because I don't need a lot. I just put a few drops into my system. I don't have to touch it, which means I'm not going to have accidental orange hands, which is fantastic, right? Nobody wants accidental orange hands. And I'm just going to give myself a little glow. Now I'm going to pull this back a little. There we go. My cape. I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a tan. And I'm going to go all the way down my neck, my décolleté, a little all over. So I love that I can get a little tan on. This is clear solution and it will develop in 4 to 6 hours. So that's what's amazing about tanning tonic. So I put that on underneath. And then before I get into my makeup application. If you choose, you can put a primer on. And I'm going to use our primer, the Velvet Veil. So our Velvet Veil is a magical blur. I always have a trouble. Blur of product. It just magically blends out pores, redness. It gives a soft matte finish, but it doesn't dry you out, because sometimes matte in the wrong sense can look a little dry. Okay, so we're nice and smooth, ready to go. And we're going to go into what comes in your kit. So we talked through the stylus. We know about the stylus. We also are going to talk about what you get. So you get 2 bottles of foundation. We're going to use the 3 and the 4 today in the silk, 030 and 040. Let me see. There we go. Taking that glare down. 2 bottles come in your set. The reason why you get 2 is because we're going to get you the perfect shade match, be it by one bottle alone or by mixing the 2. Don't panic. We'll talk about mixing. We're going to do a little bit of Airbrush blush. You're going to get a blush that matches and complements your skin tone based on the color choice that you made. And we're going to finish with Love. I have the bigger bottle of Love here because I tend to use a lot of Love because I love a lot. And then we are going to show you exactly how to do that too. So, all right, we are prepped and ready to go. We've got our tanning on. We got our primer on. So let's walk through that. Okay, great question here from Gabby. The tanning solution for the face, when you use it for the face, I use our traditional Airbrush system. Like, this is our Legend system. The reason why I say that specifically for the face, is because if you tried to do the whole body with the one power system, which is the Legend system, there is a less amount of power in that. So if you tried to do that on the body, you would be refilling this cap a ton of times and then trying to go over, and it's a little bit slower, less power, because it's designed for the face and really concentrating on smaller, more detailed areas, where your body has bigger areas, less detail. So we really recommend the Pro system because it has a second speed. And if you want to use the tanning for the body, you can get the tanning upgrade system, which has a feeding tube that goes in the bottle. So the whole bottle is connected to your Pro system. I hope that answered your question. All right. Chris tried 2 different stencils. None of them were right. The best were 1 and 2, and I totally had to re-clean my stylus because it was clogging from not using it. Okay, Chris. Yes, soak it in warm water, and you can take that needle out right there. Okay. All right. So that was the tanning tonic walkthrough. So let's start with the easiest way to get started with your new kit is starting first with Love. So starting first with Love, the reason why we can recommend doing Love first is if you've never airbrushed anything before, this is super, super forgiving. There's barely any color to it. It just gives the skin a pretty glow. It's hydrating, and it's kind of like your training wheels. It gets you started and using a little bit of product, and you can get the feel of what it does. Now, it also gives the skin a beautiful luminization and also hydrates the skin, which is beautiful for underneath of the skin. Also, if you aren't going anywhere, I like a little bit of Love underneath or just by itself because it just helps to even me out a little bit. Oh, Catrice, like the training wheels. It is like training wheels for sure. All right, so our silk, here we go. Whoop. 4 in 1. I am a little in between a 3 and a 4 right now. And then this afternoon, I'll probably just be a 4 because I use tanning tonic. So I'm going to use 3 drops and 3 drops of that. Okay. The tanning tonic is not a primer, Amber. The tanning tonic is just for if you want to, it's a self-tanning solution. All right. Well, we can do eyebrows here. We're going to do eyebrows. We'll do eyebrows after I do some foundation, and then we'll do blush, and then we'll do eyebrows. All right, I'm going to go under my eyes. What I'm doing under my eyes, I just want to look up. I don't have to pull or tug. And then I'm just gently going all over. To give an evenness to the skin. And Chris, I definitely can, if you want to send me pictures, I can help recommend a stencil. Also, what color are you using and what color are your eyebrows? Because we also, though, I've noticed, and I'm going to tell you the truth, the first time I did my eyebrows, I used way too much product. Way too much product. Renee, I like Renee with the tan look. Woo, woo, woo. I'm getting there. All right. The shades I'm using, Amber, are 03 and 030 and 040. I do like the look of a tan, and me being in Florida, it's hard no matter what I do. Yesterday went out and I did like a 4-mile walk. I did sunscreen, but I still get color. So I have to make sure that I'm really upping that sunscreen. But I do feel like I have a little bit of a healthier look when I have a little bit of color. Okay, let's do blush and then we'll do eyebrows. So I'm going to use the Tulip blush. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Tulip blush. I love this blush because it gives me a little bit of flushiness to the skin. I'm going to drop a few drops, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it says use 1 to 2. And don't worry, it'll tell you on there. It says use 1 to 2, but I use 3 because I like blush. But that's okay. You don't have to. It's up to you. There are literally no rules with Airbrush. None. So if you want to put your blush on first, go ahead, girl. If you want to put it on last, go ahead. You want to mix your blush into your foundation because it is like too strong, you can do that. If you want to soften it a little bit, we can do that too. Chris, I'm going to do a little airbrush eyeshadow too. Dark brown eyebrows and brown color. Okay. You honestly might have just a little too much product, and that's okay, because as consumers in general, we use way too much product. We do. Like, we think about, oh, your shampoo bottle says use, if you read it, because we don't, or your body wash bottles, you just supposed to use a tiny bit, but we go. The tan is complete coverage. 2, is it warm, cool, or neutral? The tan is not coverage at all. The tan is clear. The tan is completely clear. I'm going to hold this close to. So that tan is completely clear solution. Woo, 3 drops. Honestly, you barely need 1 drop. I know It's hard to wrap our brains around. Just one little tiny drop is going to do something. And trust me, it will. Okay. Nancy. Okay. Fancy Nancy. There we go. All right, let's do some blush here. This is Tulip. This is a cooler pink. And by cooler, I mean it has a little blue in it. And Brenda, the tan by nature is going to be a little warm. It's going to have a golden tone to it when it turns. But because it's a clear solution, it blends with the chemistry of your skin to give you the best tan color that you need. But we definitely recommend less is more. Try a little bit and then get a little bit more. Candy, I need more eyebrows, like more cowbell. All right, I just love this color. Tulip is my favorite. Tulip is my favorite. And I do go up into my temples a little bit. All right. Empty that boy out. All right, per request. Yeah, Brenda, you're up. You're a high altitude. Don't let the weather fool you. That closer to the sun is closer to the sun, right? All right, Airbrush eyeshadows. And then we'll do eyebrows. Per request. You know what? I'm going to use Royal. Have you guys seen this color? Yeah, Chris, you definitely might need to pull that needle out. Let me show you over here. This is because it's very normal, right? To just have random styluses around. Okay. Twist this little guy off the back. And this is your needle. So the product goes around this needle. So as you pull it back, this tiny little skinny part opens up around the hole. And then that goes through that way. Okay. All right. Here we go. Royal. What I love about, let me see if you can see it. There we go. What I absolutely love about Airbrush eyeshadows is that they take all of the guesswork out of doing eyeshadow. Because when I do Airbrush eyeshadow, I use it as did you hear that? That was blush. She thought when I was shaking this that she could shake herself, right? All right. I love the Royal. Okay, shaking it up. She is, come here. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Come on. Come on. Up. Come on. Come here. Come on. Here we go. Up. Here she is. All right, guys. This is Blush. It's my main girl. The reason why I'm a mama. So she wanted to say hi. She was making lots of noise today. So say hi. Hi, everybody. That's my cutie girl. Say hi, everyone. I'm always watching my mama do makeup. Oh, so that's my girl. That's the reason why I'm a mama. And she has now decided to join us on the couch. Okay. Thank you guys for entertaining me there for Blush for a minute. Okay, I'm going to do Royal because seriously, I love when I do Airbrush eyeshadows. Airbrush eyeshadows tend to be a little bit more sensitive too when you're trying to get them out because there's so much pigment. I'm going to show you. This is our black eyeshadow. This is full. So all of that on the bottom is the pigment. And that is why we have the BBs in there. And I'm going to turn this off for a minute because I want to talk about this. All of that pigment, do you see that, guys? So that's why we need the BBs in there to shake that up. See, now it's our full black eyeshadow. So sometimes they do have they need a little nudging coming out of that bottle because there's so much pigment in there. Okay, super awesome. I love that. Okay, let's do some Royal. Now, when you are getting to your eyeshadow, it is okay to get a little closer to your lid. And even as little bit that you pull out on your trigger, you do it even less when you do eyeshadow. Because you want to be super precise. Now, I do recommend, refocusing. There we go. I do recommend trying it on your hand first. Getting used to it. Seeing the way it comes out. Trying a little bit. Because you will see if you go, that's way bigger than my eye. Oh, we have doggy sitters already volunteering. Okay, yeah, just the tiniest bit. And what I love about Airbrush eyeshadow is that it does it for you. I don't have to blend anything. And I do just run the air over it just a little bit because my eyes move. I think everybody's eyes move. So, Chris, practice on your hand first. You can even practice your brows on your hand first. Just the tiniest little. Nancy, I'm laughing. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what a Renee moment is. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe it has something to do with Boost It. I don't know. Okay. All right, guys. You know I like my hair down. Okay. All right. So practice on your hand. There's nothing wrong with that. I love this color. Gabby loves this color too. Okay, can we not have a Renee moment? How is Blush your dog? She's so adorable. A cat named Sasha. And happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers out there, all of you women who have made such a beautiful impact in others' lives, be it as quote unquote an official mother. I have beautiful niece and nephew that I absolutely adore, and they are the closest thing to my children that I'll get, and I absolutely adore them, and I love their mother so much. So it's just, thank you all for being amazing mothers and mother figures to so many amazing people in this world. So thank you all for that. And to all of you fur mommies. Okay. Telling you, Chris, the thing is you definitely want to just practice on your hand. There is like literally nothing to lose. All right, let's do brow. Guess what I'm going to do? I feel like a totally different person with my hair down, just so you guys know. I feel like I should get a new name. Guess what? I'm going to tape it to my hand because I'm going to practice. Because I can practice like that. Now, I don't recommend you taping it to your face, but I'm going to practice on my hand, and that's going to help me feel more confident. Amber, all we did is Royal. And I love that we can just do one color and look like we did our eyeshadow like for real. All right, we're gonna just do a little drop. One drop. All right, I'm gonna see how I can turn to situate here. All right. Now the positioning isn't gonna be that great, but it's taped on my hand. But this is gonna help you practice so you can get the feel of how much you really need. I am barely pulling that trigger. I'm gonna get really close. Do you see how little is on my stencil? It's so very little. So when I take it, there's my eyebrow, mixed with a little practice Royal, but I'm gonna take my tape off. Again, do not tape it on your face, but you can see how very little is on the stencil. Okay. All right. Are we ready to try it on our face now? Yay. Okay. You guys know I can't do this without setting myself up in this funky mirror because I don't have an extra pair of hands. Oh, really quick. Just as a tip, even if there's no powder on it, I just like to set my brows a little bit before I pop on that stencil. Tiny, tiny, tiny. And I'm doing tiny little motions to follow that stencil. That's it. And this, Chris is the 2. Wow, huge difference. Okay, we're gonna wipe it off, flip it and reverse it. Yeah, I said it. Missy Elliott. Yes, ma'am. All right, line it up. That's it, guys. Don't overthink it. The tiniest bit. Barely, barely, barely pulling that trigger. What do we think, Chris? I know I did this for you. We did shadow and we did brows. What do we think? Catrice, you're so sweet. Thank you. Candy, I can't wait to see your email. I saw it come through. All right. How we doing? We feeling good? All right. Wow, we've been hanging out for a while today. I'm going to be back today at 10 a.m. Thank you, Chris. Please, please, please let me know. I love checking in with everybody. I'm glad that we could catch you live today so you could chat with us. Also, Chris, or anyone, if you have a specific thing that you want to talk about, but you can't come see us live all the time, you can request that Heather and I can do a certain step for a certain live on a certain day. So like if you're like, hey, I'm going to tune back in Friday morning, can you do eyebrows? We'll try our best to accommodate requests. So that's exactly what we're going to try to do. So I hope that that helps and that we can, make that work for you. All right. I will see you guys here at 10 a.m. Please, please, please subscribe to the channel if you're loving what you see, if you love our content, because we absolutely adore you and we can't wait to see you back here. So thank you all. Wow. Hey. Look at that. That's extra for you guys today. Don't ask. I just work here. All right. Thanks, guys. I absolutely can't wait to see you guys back here at 10 o'clock. I have 6 boys, 9 to 20. Oh my goodness, Gabby. You are one busy mama. Oh, little blush. The dog fur in my eye. So little on the stencil for sure. Honestly, Amber, when you get your brow stencils, it's seriously trial and error, 100%. You just are going to have to try and figure out which ones you like, because I can also give you recommendations 100%. So you'd have to send me a picture of your eyebrows. But I can give you that recommendation, but 100%, like, you have to check and see what shape you're comfortable with once you try it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I'll be back here at 10 Central. That's 11 Eastern here for us in Florida, and Amber in Philadelphia. Chris is also in Florida, so we'll be back at 11. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your time, and we will see you soon. Thank you.